Let's dive right in to the new iPhone lineup. Well, there's something about shooting with these devices in the wild. In a studio, in a controlled environment, it's very different. But some of these pro features, and also the Air trying to be a pro, but as much as this is an interesting device, for me, a content creator, I need a pro. So let's put the pro through its paces. But look at that, what a timely intervention. I see someone very pro shooting with the pro. Joshua, what a pleasure to see you, man.
How's it going, man?
I am going to this is what happens in Mumbai. You're just shooting out and about and the pros are here. The best photographer, not on the street, not in the city, but probably in the country. The top celebrity weddings, some of the biggest events in the world, and some cool videos with me have been shot by this gentleman. Joshua, what a pleasure to have you. So let's just cut across once more to just see how those different focal lengths work. We'll have a pro photographer, Goat really, showing us how the different focal lengths would work on these new iPhones, especially the Pro model, which is what all of us have in Cosmic Orange.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to see demos of this. People are going to concerts, they're going to go places, they're 100%. Going to show us what the zoom range actually looks like.
Yeah.
So Apple calls it the 16x zoom range.
From 0.5 all the way to 8.
0.5 all the way to 8.
Yeah.
And we're only counting optical quality. We're not doing digital. We can talk of digital because digital goes all the way up to 40.
40x, yeah.
So if you take 0.5 to 40, that's 80.
Yeah.
That's the zoom range. But let's just stick to the optical. Just look at this. This
0.5.
is your ultra wide at 0.5. And then with one hit of the button, you're actually right now all the way to the C, right? And all the way to C in a way where it's already sensor shift stabilized. So although my hands are shaking, it doesn't show. It is super stable, and I'm actually able to get really good colors. The way Apple does their calibration of their sensors is that whether you go to 0.8 or whether you go to 0.5 or 8, you get the same tonality, you get the same colors.
One more question since we have you here, and Joshua's going to be invoicing me either way, so I got to just use my time very wisely with him.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, so very quickly, there is of course the iPhone 17.
Sure.
I'm guessing that some of these base features that we covered are there, not of course whatever's limited to the chip and the...
I'll go one better. Let me just point out one thing to people who are watching at home.
Yeah, from a photographer's perspective.
From a photographer's point of view.
From this tricolor.
Can I tell you what's actually happening here? This time around, for the first time, anything that you get, a lot of things that you get on the Pro are actually also available on the base iPhone.
Correct.
For me, the way I see it, this is the Pro, this is the Pro Slim, and this is the Pro Pro.
Interesting.
Right? So when people try to ask for a comparison, is this better than last year's Pro?
Yeah.
Hey man, even the base is a Pro this time.
This is why I'm not worried about AI taking my job. I'm worried about smart guys like him taking my job because they know their stuff. So I'm going to now hold on to these three lovely phones to document that we were here. And because I like vlogging and you like taking still photos, I'm going to... This is now dual capture
This is going to be my phone right
and this is so cool, right? Because while we're shooting this, I can move myself from here. I can obviously get all these tracks of audio recorded 2x. My man, Joshua, what a pleasure. We're going to meet at the next big event or the next big shoot. But
that's good.
We also need to catch up on the streets of Mumbai for a vada pav the next time.
Done. I'll see ya.
Cheers, man.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
See ya.
What an absolute pleasure bumping into a dear friend here on the streets of Mumbai to give you a real pro perspective on the iPhone 17 lineup. Why is the iPhone 17 the unsung hero of the lineup? After using it through the day, that ProMotion display, which Apple always said was never needed for non-Pro subscribers, now comes on this device all the way up to 120 Hz. Once you've experienced it, like we have, you'll realize that it is an absolute game changer. Even when I'm unlocking the device, you see how smooth it is. You're playing a game, watching content. It is truly a game changer. And now they're giving you better cameras at the back. They're giving you all those cool software upgrades to the camera in the front. And overall, I think if you're not into showing off and saying, oh, I have the latest iPhone, it looks exactly like any device all the way up till 11 or 12. iPhones haven't changed when it comes to the 17, but so much has changed in terms of giving you genuine value. And then you have Apple Intelligence baked into the device from the ground up. Overall, the iPhone 17 strikes that fine balance between affordable pricing, relatively, and genuinely useful upgrades. At 82,900 rupees, this is the hidden gem in the iPhone 17 lineup. Then there's the iPhone 17 Pro Max and Pro in Cosmic Orange. But wait, this is how they've been advertising it. I don't know how this looks or whether I'm a worthy model of the crossbody strap. We'll get to that. But the 17 Pro and Pro Max are where Apple flexes its muscles. The zoom performance is a major talking point. We've experienced it with a photographer as well. 4x zoom and then going all the way to 8x. Also 40x. I'll put that shot for you as well. In short, the Pro and Pro Max cement their place as the go-to devices for serious photography and filmmaking like it is each year. They start at 1,34,900 for the iPhone 17 Pro and then all the way up to 1,50,000 for the Pro Max. But honestly, this year, while I always use a Pro or Pro Max when I'm shooting content, or I use a Pixel 10 Pro or a Samsung S25 Ultra, I have to use them because I want to get you this show. But with this particular device, as amazing as it looks, it's more of a show-off iPhone because for the first time with this new camera plateau, as Apple calls it, it looks different from last year's 16 Pro Max or any previous models. So this time it's more of a flex to say I have this Cosmic Orange, which is a cool color, very Apple Watch Ultra-esque. And the other thing about it is that in terms of the features, it's mind-boggling because I'm going to tell you about the Air next, and I already told you about the 17. There's so many Pro features in the other two devices. So now, where does that leave this device? It's really someone who wants the best, absolute best in tech and wants to let everyone know, making a statement that this is the device I own. I still have a soft spot for Pro devices, but this year, it faces competition from its other two siblings. And the other sibling giving the Pro competition is this ultra-slim 5.6mm thick iPhone Air. It's all about pushing thinness to the next level. The thinnest iPhone ever, the most power-efficient iPhone ever, is what Apple's Kai Andrans told me. But honestly, if you want this to be battery efficient and compete with the Pro, then you need to know that this accessory add-on is a must. It only comes close to those mAh values and performance like we've been seeing when you use this together. It's clearly meant for those who want that sleek, slim form factor without necessarily going all Pro. And if you're worried about the fact that this would bend, I have put it through its paces. In terms of some of the testing in the labs, I wouldn't recommend this, but put nearly 40, 50 kilos, 60 kilos of force on this as well. It's not supposed to bend. Now, this is not mentioned anywhere, but in terms of durability, Apple has tested it.